What's up, guys? We're back with another Launchpad review. This time we're looking at LunaPad. So LunaPad focuses, as it says in the name already, on the TerraLuna ecosystem and also Binance Smart Chain. It is the first ever Launchpad that I'm researching that is focused on the TerraLuna ecosystem. So I am pretty excited. Also, I had a quick look at the projects they've done before, and a couple of them have been doing very well. They're also launched on a couple of other Launchpads that we do know. How did we get to this Launchpad? Somebody asked me in the comments down below to review LunaPad, and of course I listen. So if there's any Launchpad or any other projects, crypto gaming related projects or whatever it may be that you want me to review, just let me know in the comments down below, and of course I will have a look at it. So let's dive into LunaPad. It says it's a peer-to-peer innovative launchpad to launch new projects in TerraLuna ecosystem and Binance Smart Chain. So it is exchangeable, or you can buy it tradable at PancakeSwap, LBank exchange that I'm not familiar with, and I believe another one. We have the price open here at CoinMarketCap. Of course, we want to know what is happening with the price, which is actually rising, because I opened up this CoinMarketCap just before I started filming at 3.1 cents. So it's gone up a little bit. As you can see here the buy up a little bit, but it did drop down as well. So this little spike up doesn't really do a whole lot overall, but we'll have to see what's going to happen with the price moving forward. Looking at the overall chart, it dropped massively. So it had a big peak up here. I haven't been able to find it. I haven't done that much research yet, though we're doing that together today, but I haven't been able to find why it did this much of a jump up here. Could be some form of announcement, some form of staking, that because they do have some form of farming and staking. So maybe something that was implemented what made the price go up like that. But we can definitely see it couldn't keep up. So it probably was just a form of hype here. Nothing to keep the price going up stable. And after that, yeah, definitely did drop down a lot. Also, what I haven't been able to find is the original IDO price. I did look at a lot of different websites and pages. I've never ever, or I haven't been able to find the Luna original IDO price. So here it said 10 to 15 cents. Never look at CoinMarketCap as the starting price, because this is not the actual IDO price, of course, or the launch price. This just when it went live, it jumped up, people started buying, there was buying pressure, selling pressure, etc., and then it just initiated here somewhere at the start of CoinMarketCap. So this is not valuable information, so we don't really know what the IDO price was, but cool, let's leave that aside. I am curious though to see whether it is still above IDO price or not, because it did go up quite a lot towards, what was it, 28 cents, and it's now back at 3.3 cents. So it's not back down already again. So yeah, that's something I would want to know a little bit more about. Market cap is of course very, very little. So this is a very small and fragile market cap, which I guess a lot of potential, of course, high risk, high reward, but it could also go down the drain and fully not do too well and make us lose money. So I'm always pretty careful with new stuff, but it does give high opportunities, because when you stake, price goes up massively of the coin itself, and you do well with good IDOs, and you have your farming or API or staking rewards, then of course you have the trifecta of all the things that can make us money with launchpads, and that is what we're looking for. Fully diluted market cap is 3.3 million, which is literally nothing. Volume is of course pretty low here as well. And then the circulating supply, 5 million tokens, 100 million tokens in maximum supply. So there's not that much circulating supply right now. They still have a lot of tokens to release. I haven't heard of this project myself either before somebody announced it to me, although I do like TerraLuna. I have it in my long-term portfolio. I hold Luna as a long-term coin, so they maybe just need to work a little bit on their marketing side of things, right? But if that's the case or not, we'll have a look in a second. We'll look at the white paper in a minute, and of course see the roadmap and tokenomics. And the team. Meet our solution for you. There's many variations in security and use cases for LunaPad holders. So investment projects, credit card use, and planning. I do believe they have a mobile version app as well, which I think is awesome. So there's a lot of awesome factors to this project. Why is the price then sitting so low still? Let's see if we're just lucky that we were able to find this one this early, or let's see if we can find something that's a little bit still wrong with it. But at least they did launch in November already, so they have been out long enough to be able to establish themselves a little bit within the market, right? But cool. Investment projects. LunaPad will open up doors for its investors to invest in only verified and top tier projects, which is true. They have done very well with the projects that have launched so far. Credit card use, so your mobile wallet mobile wallet enables credit card or debit cards for Visa or Mastercard payments. This is good, makes it a little bit more accessible for a lot of people, right? This is where we're headed to anyway with the overall crypto world. Planning continuous growth and multiple use cases is the main plan of LunaPad, Launchpad, mobile wallet, and Dapps on TerraLuna ecosystem. So about LunaPad, LunaPad comes with the most transformative technologies since the Terra ecosystem adoption is increasing massively. LunaPad stands firmly in support to give exposure to the upcoming project willing to join Terra and BSC ecosystem. LunaPad gives liberty to its investors to participate in token sales conducted by LunaPad on its Launchpad. Multiple use case is the main plan of LunaPad, such as Launchpad, TerraLuna, and BSC ecosystem. Mobile wallet. Alright, cool. That's a spelling mistake, so focus and work on that. Enables credit card or debit card from Visa and Mastercard payments, Dapps on TerraLuna ecosystem. So some sentences don't really make sense here. I wonder who the team is behind it. Maybe it's a team that with their native language isn't English, which is not necessarily a big deal, but if that's the case, no problem. Just make sure that everything that you put down is spelled and written correctly. Why? Is because small little things like this just instantly makes people lose their trust, and it's so easy to fix. It's such a waste. I make spelling mistakes as well, right? Why not just go through it once, make some of it. If that's the case that I don't speak English, I'm not sure yet. But if that's the case, make somebody just go over it and look at it and just fix it. And it just saves up a whole lot of trouble, can save up a whole lot of money lost or money not earned, money wasted. Tokenomics. Farm pool rewards is pretty decent. Alright, seed sale 2, pre-sale 10, liquidity 6, development 10, marketing 8, so marketing gets 8, staking rewards 15, team 7, airdrop 2, partnership 5, reserve 10. Nothing weird here, nothing crazy. I like it how there's a good amount of money set aside for staking and farm pools. Marketing 8% is fine, so there should be enough for the marketing, although the market cap is low, of course, so there's the overall amount of money available is not that much. Airdrop 2, team gets a decent amount like normal, development, so everything makes sense there. Although I do want to know a little bit more about the amount of tokens and the vesting, how much tokens are being released and when. Mobile app coming soon, so this does look very, very awesome. If this comes out eventually, then that's definitely a big bonus for them, a massive way to separate themselves from other launchpads, and we should see a bit of a movement in this project from that alone. The use of cryptocurrencies has become more widespread, and they're now increasingly accepted as a legitimate currency for transactions. Bitcoin is the first ever cryptocurrency and is used like other assets in exchange for goods and services. Send, receive, and exchange Bitcoin, Ethereum, LunaPad, BNB, and thousands of cryptocurrencies instantly with anyone in the world. Securely buy and sell LunaPad, Bitcoin, Luna, and Ethereum alongside your already safely stored cryptocurrencies. Cool. So that's going to be a big bonus for them, right? It's not just functioning as the Launchpad itself, but it has a couple of other features with sending, receiving money as well as an exchange, right? So the roadmap started in October 2021. There is no updated roadmap. Again, small little thing that you could easily improve on if you just focus on the details. Update the roadmap when you need to update it. And a roadmap, but alright, we haven't seen the, we've got the white paper. Let's quickly go to this to see if we're not saying stuff that's wrong, because I think in the roadmap, or in the white paper, there's a roadmap as well. So if they've got an updated one here, then I'm not gonna say anything. If they don't, then that is definitely something they should focus on ASAP, because not having an updated roadmap, that's just small little details, doesn't take that much effort to update it, and it does make a big difference for people wanting to invest. You're only gonna invest in something where there's a plan. No, nothing here. Alright, so that's a big miss for me. I wouldn't necessarily jump into something where they don't even have a plan yet of what's to come. The mobile version, right, that should be something in the roadmap coming up. But alright, cool. So far, what they've done is LunaPad mainnet release, the website launch, the airdrop, LunaPad DEX launch for BSC, October 2021, which is still the same, LunaPad IDO, LunaPad IDO, community round the normal one, and then here. So they assume, they pretend to being here. First audit, staking, LP farming, pancake swap launch. November 21, second audit, first IDO, so the first launch of the IDO crypto exchange, listing, and then mainnet v2 release and mobile app release. So this one postponed a little bit, which is fine. You see this happening more often with crypto gaming projects release. They push back the NFT releases or the beta version of the game a little bit, etc. Pretty normal these days. Wouldn't really be too worried about anything like that. Media release, standard. Right, partners. They do have a couple of partners here. MVPad, I think, is one that they've launched themselves, so they became a partner after they've launched, or they were partners, and then MVPad launched LunaPad, so that's more of a positive for MVPad than necessarily for LunaPad. But cool, nothing weird, nothing crazy here. Then token allocation. All right, cool. So this is the staking system. All right, cool. So you have tiers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna assume 5. And staking, you need to stake 50,000 tokens, 100,000 tokens, 250,000 tokens, or so. What's the difference between this? This is just the smaller guys, I guess. Okay, cool. So this is guaranteed allocation. These 3 guaranteed allocation. These 2 aren't. 500 whitelist winners and a first come first serve, which is probably what's left over. And this has just the first come first serve. Pool size up to 0.2 BNB, what you're able to put in, up to 0.05, which is not a whole lot. And then here 0.5, 1.2. 3 BNB is awesome, that's decent. I think BNB is sitting at like 400 something dollars right now. So let's say $1,300 allocation, but BNB goes up back towards the 600. You suddenly have an $1,800 allocation, which is very, very decent. We want to know how much money we need to pay to get into this. Staking eligibility 4 hours before allocation rounds opens. So you only need to stake it 4 hours before. These guys need to do it 3 days before, and this one 1 day before. All right. So let's leave this one out. Why? Is because we only want to look at the guaranteed allocation. This is cool if you only have a small budget, but these are the most important. So 50, 100, and 250. 50, 100, and 250. Current price sitting at, what did we say? 0.0333. 0.033. Oh, my bad. Let's go here. 0.0333. And then, of course, we want to know how much we need to pay to be able to get a spot here. So we do this times this. We lock in this one. Anybody that's not familiar with Excel, they can straight away learn how to use Excel a little bit as well. Bonus on top of it. And then bang. $1,600, $3,300. All right, cool. So this is very cheap, which makes sense because the price of the token is so low. The overall market cap is very low. But what does this actually mean? That with only an $8,300 token investment, you're able to get up to a currently $1,200, but potentially when it goes back to the all-time high or back to a higher price, $1,800 allocation. Now suddenly it becomes a little bit more attractive again, which is what we said, high risk, high reward. Sometimes it does take a little bit of a higher risk to be able to get high rewards. With only an $8,000 investment, you can get a high allocation, but then yeah, you don't really know what the project's going to be coming up, and you don't really know how the token itself of LunaPad is going to perform. But cool, that's what we want to know, of course. So what we want to know is the app. We're going to the previous results, the current ones, if they're out there, no. So the previous ones and the ones that are coming up. Let's look at the ones that have been before first. There's one of them that I know that is in there and that did very, very well, because I participated in that one on AnyPad and it made me a whole lot of money, which is what we want to see. So let's see. There we go. This is the one, Age of God. Age of God was in AnyPad as well. I think I had I'm not 100% sure, but I think I had a $700 allocation on Age of God, which was a little bit lower, because I think I've mentioned this before. Sometimes I forget to tick that I also hold the NFTs. AnyPad has NFTs. There's a video on AnyPad if you want to know a little bit more about it, but hold the NFTs and the tokens get highest allocation, but you got to fill out the whitelist, and I didn't tick the NFT one, so I got like a $700, maybe even a $600 allocation, but currently sitting at around, the last time I checked was 2 days ago, so maybe it did change a little bit, but the price, it was sitting at around $4,500 roughly with my investment. So pretty decent there. We can have a look at it for you guys to see, you know, how these things perform. Age of Gods, because we do want to understand a little bit about the potential of the project. We are going to participate if we participate in LunaPad. So here we see the rate was 10 cents per token, right? One token was 10 cents. So it is currently sitting at what? Oh, there we go. That makes total sense what I just said then. 67 cents, dropped down a little bit again. So I was able to claim my tokens before at a higher rate. Here IDO was 10 cents, it dropped up. I think I sold it around 90 cents here. My first vesting now sitting very healthy at 67 cents. But this is an awesome project, an awesome game. Could consider making a video on it because this is definitely worth investing. Only a 6 million market cap with a very decent roadmap and very decent tokenomics and very good project just overall looking forward. So cool, big win for LunaPad here. Let's not dwell on that one for too much longer. Let's go for a little bit of an older one that has been ages ago. Let's go for FireZard. Why? Is because we just saw that they're partners from this project as well. FireZard was 0.1 BNB at the price. This is going to be difficult to calculate a little bit. Why? Is because the price of BNB obviously changed. It dropped. So let's quickly see where BNB is at right now. So we do understand a little bit more about what we're talking about. 470. So price is sitting at 470 right now. But again, as we said, it did drop down. So it is sitting it is sitting at very low. So it is sitting at 000. So this is not even, this is like 5% of a cent, 0.5% of a cent. All right, cool. So this is a big flop, right? This definitely didn't work out at all. Fully diluted is $605,000. But if we look at the price, so one ZARD was, this is awful then. So 0.1 BNB at that time, probably $600 because it was sitting at that price roughly for a long time in November. And then one ZARD was 0.1, so there was $60 for one token. So this can't ever be right, because if that's the case, then this was a massive total flop. All right, cool. So that's not that ideal. Next one, Diamond White X. One token was 0.0008 BNB. So yeah, this probably was actually $60. Is there anyone that's talking about the dollars rather than the, here we go, BUSD? Electrinity. So let's look at Electrinity. We're only going to go for the sake of Electrinity. For the sake of just being a little bit quicker in the video. This is 2.9 cents and the price was for one token 5 cents. So this one went down as well. Age of God, of course, as we know, that one did very well. Then here we go. Meta Play was 10 cents. Meta Play, but that was round one. So Meta Play, there we go. This is the one. Hasn't been out yet. So this IDO hasn't actually launched yet. So let's not dwell on that anymore then either. We're not gonna look at it. MetaMall, Chateau, Chalet. There's a couple of different names to it there. MetaMall. So far, they do need to change up a couple of things. They need to come up with a couple of projects that have been doing awesome, because just dwelling on one, which is Age of Gods, isn't going to cut it for us, is it? No, it's not. So MetaMall isn't launched either. When was this? Private sale opens on the 10th of January. All right, cool. So this has been only 9 days ago, which was a private, and then it closed up again later on that day. So this one still has to be launched later on, which makes sense. That's only been 9 days. So that's not that big of a deal, but that probably means that they don't have any other results anymore for us to look at. 5IO, we do know 5IO. I don't think that has been launched yet, because this one was on AnyPad as well. So that being said, the projects that AnyPad launched back in the days, they did a couple of ones that weren't that great. They're fixing it now again, but back before they did awesome projects, and this is probably one of them that I did look at a lot and did a little bit of research on. So this one has potential, even though it hasn't launched yet, it does have potential. And then we have Raceway X, but we can probably assume that it has not been long enough. Raceway, what did we say? Raceway X? Yeah, Raceway X. It's not even on CoinMarketCap yet. So that's nothing there. All right, cool. So we can't build on this. We can't rely on this that much. Why not? It's because only one project that has done well so far. But we also can't rely on the roadmap because there's no roadmap out there. So what can we rely on? Well, then we just have to see whether the upcoming projects are that awesome that we just want to get in because they are so amazing. So we have Phantom Life, we have Metaverse Labs. Metaverse Labs is a metaverse project. Metaverse Labs is the world's first deflationary, reflectionary, multi-chain and multi-asset launchpad for the most professional metaverse-based. Pandora World, MVPad, which is one of their partners, right? So this one is coming soon. Let's see, we open up their website for a second. All right, Tokenomics, tiers, this is easy. Oh, this is going to be Launchpad. So I do like the launch of Launchpads, even though LunaPad itself didn't do too great. Usually Launchpads do very, very well during their launch. Usually, not all the time. Partners, BSC, MemePad, I don't like that. Hoppy, LunaPad. So in my honest opinion, the ones that they work together with aren't BSC MemePad. This just doesn't give me. I haven't even looked at it, but so far, just any MemePad, I wouldn't really get myself involved in. I just can't take it serious when it is a meme. Why I participated in MemePad, actual MemePad, and although it looked like it was doing awesome, the results at that time were great. All those meme tokens just can't keep up, and they die out, and there's nothing left to get back from. So. Not really something I would want to get into, but I'm not going to judge a project on just one of their partners, of course. Overall, it does look cool. This is the picture that everybody has when talking about the metaverse, the VR style projects, but it does get a lot of attention, and it is where the hype is, it is where growth is, it is where we're headed to in the world with the metaverse. So when it comes down to that, they do play into the right angle, but not all projects on the metaverse are going to do well, right? Not everybody can win. So we're building tomorrow's multiverse with you. The world is slowly becoming more and more blended with technology. Virtual worlds are blending into our daily lives, but it's time for a shift. We need to rethink the way in which you interact with your surroundings online. The technology offers users an immersive environment where they can explore alternate realities. That's cool. Meet other people from all over the world, or even create your own communities. We seek to make it possible for new and promising innovations and initiatives to debut themselves on Metaverse, allowing for significant development, innovation, and industry connections. All right, cool. That is awesome. MVPad aims to drive this unprecedented shift to a multiverse society by facilitating collaboration, coordination, and development of groundbreaking metaverse initiatives. Alright, cool. Tokenomics, team 10, public 26, that's a lot. Seed 3, staking, this is all normal. Initial market cap is nothing. So this is weird, right? How much money are they gonna raise if the initial market cap is $60,000? Do we already know a little bit more of the details? How much money are they actually raising? We don't know yet. No information available. If they're only starting with a market cap of 60K and they're gonna raise like, I don't know, 150 to $200,000 here, well then obviously it's gonna shoot up because they're already raising so much money. So they're basing the IDO price, they're basing that one off, where is it? They're basing that one off this, right? So public price isn't known yet, but if they have multiple launch pads and they raise I don't know how much, then obviously this is gonna shoot up. You know, that's a given. But at the same time, it might also mean that they're not going to raise that much money here, and then it's just left with kind of nothing, right? Phantom Life, first Web 3.0 livestream metaverse and Launchpad. All right, let's see. This is the last one. If this doesn't give us too much information, then I'm just gonna leave looking at the upcoming projects because we need a little bit more information than just that. Phantom Life, first Web 3.0 Launchpad, light paper, fancy Launchpad, docs. That is it. Launchpad. Is this going to be a Launchpad then as well? It is taking us to log in, which we're definitely not going to do yet because I don't know the project. This is a good thing for people to understand. I don't just suddenly log into projects, even though if I switch, they probably won't be able to do anything, and they usually ask me for why I want to do it, but I'm just not going to connect. All right, cool. Here, without connecting, we can see as well. This is cool though. I do like this. This is on the Phantom chain. I'm gonna assume Phantom wallet because I had to connect my Phantom wallet. I think it said liquidity raised, liquidity locked. So this is gonna be a Phantom allows users to use all services related to token mint, Launchpad, lock liquidity, airdrop distribution, simplest and most efficient way. Launchpad protocol for everyone. This is probably a Launchpad going to be on the Phantom network. Yes. So that is cool. I do like that. I would want to participate in that project on LunaPad itself. Going through. We're not gonna go into too much detail with the team, but all right, cool. That overall looks decent. Then lastly, what we have is the white paper. If this doesn't give us a whole lot of information, I'm honestly gonna say this wouldn't be my choice of launchpads myself. Launchpad peer-to-peer innovation, Launchpad that we know this. LunaPad stands firmly in support to give exposure to the upcoming projects willing to join Terra and BSC ecosystem. Not just this, right? Apparently they're focusing on launchpads that are launching on the Phantom chain as well. So they focused on these mainly, but apparently not only. That's a positive. Of course, the mobile version is a positive as well, and the Luna chain is a positive as well. So it's not all bad, but I do think that I would need a little bit more trust so far to be able to put my money into something like this and commit. Multiple use cases, the main plan of LunaPad, such as Launchpad. So I don't understand this sentence. We've seen this before, but mobile wallet enables credit cards. So this is just copied from the previous thing that we've already read. All right, next thing, tokenomics. We looked at the tokenomics. Can we get the vesting? We can't get the vesting. The staking. So this is important, of course. Staking enrolls LunaPad holders into IDO whitelist, enables IDO subscription, and allow them to earn LunaPad tokens on a fixed 20% API. Not that much. It depends on how long it is locked for, if this is attractive, yes or no. So this is what it looks like. API, you deposit it and you withdraw it, nice and easy. So apparently there's no time frame that it is locked for, I guess. Farming, you have the syrup pool, which would be launched upon listing on PancakeSwap. So that has been launched already. Initial 3 syrup pools will be opened gradually for LunaPad holders. All right, cool. So that's the way it looks. What it looks like. Then this is the tier system that we already know. Any new information, diamond tiers will have a specific time frame and a separate IDO pool to contribute in the IDO. Diamond tiers don't have to rush like first come first serve. That is good. That's a big bonus from being in a diamond pool. Highest amount of guaranteed allocation in IDO pool for all tiers. First come first serve will be applied for platinum tiers, but no whitelist required. So you still have to be quick. You still have to participate in a first come first serve. And then this one has the same thing, first come first serve, and this one as well. Silver tier requires whitelist, but it can give you a good allocation. And then after that, whitelist is required. Investors safety, security, secure investing. So they've set up a secure investing system, which is good to know, of course. Successful IDO, soft cap met, so failed IDO or cancelled IDO, you get your money back. Multi-check parameters, implementing LunaPad has multi-check parameters extensively to protect its investors, and IU UX design. All right, cool. Extra attraction for projects. Mobile wallet, yes, that is extra attractive for projects. Of course, liquidity pool and staking pool facility would be offered for the projects launched on MetaPad absolutely free of cost. All right, that is awesome. LunaPad team will set up and run all campaigns, keeping it hands-free for the project. I do know that a lot of people like doing that. They put extra money into the project that they've invested in, or they keep it on the website and they just stake their money, they stake their tokens. Extra attraction for projects. It is campaigns are set up to meet the specific needs of each project. Once the campaign is live, smart contracts manage the entire process from front to end. Sure. All right. Implement secure seek, run whitelist, set team, investor tokens, lock investing schedules, list on PancakeSwap, soft and hard cap setup, yes. Cancel L or refund a unsuccessful campaign. And then lastly, tracking users purchase through smart contract events. All right, cool. LunaPad syrup pools. This is all APY up to 700%. This is attractive. So first pool, LunaPad and BNB reward. All right, so double stake. I never like double token staking or double token farming setup, but it could be worth it with this high of an APY, but it's just risky because you don't really know what the token is going to do over time, right? Steps for farming. To provide liquidity, users must supply both assets in a 50-50 ratio for PancakeSwap V2. Users will then pledge their LP tokens on LunaPad farm, zero pools to earn the yield. Time stamp 3 months and 6 months. But the problem with this is, since you do it in a 50-50 way, depending on what the price of both of them gonna do, you're not certain how much you're actually taking out, and they don't always explain that to you. But if you put, say, you put in 50%, $500 worth of LunaPad and $500 worth of BNB, and after 3 months or after 6 months, one of them is only worth $200 because it went down and the other one went up to $700, you're not going to be able to take everything out because it has to break even again, or it has to match up again. So that is very, very, very annoying, and I would never really mess with any type of farming. At least that's the farming that I know. Maybe they have a different setup, but that's the farming system that I know. So I wouldn't focus on that. Then, of course, the roadmap, we've seen that. LunaPad official social links, that is all the information that we have. So if I can be honest with you guys, let's see if there's anything that I've missed, but I don't think so. This wouldn't really be my first pick of Launchpads. I am in the making of a very nice and detailed breakdown. I'll probably start with it in Excel for you guys so you can easily look at it, but I'm gonna give a number, like a degree number 1 to 10 of what I think was the best performing Launchpad. I'll just break it down very easily here. What did it do well? The team is important. If we can know the team, which we, by the way, don't even know here, the team, the allocation, the investment amount, so a couple of different things that I want to put down here that gives an overall score of 1 to 10 on every single Launchpad, right? And if I'm honest, LunaPad wouldn't really score too well overall, so this wouldn't go in my top Launchpad picks. So that's all we have for today. Please let me know what you guys think of LunaPad. Am I being too harsh on this project? Yes or no? Did I miss anything? Yes or no? And again, of course, if you want me to review anything, just let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, if you can hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get updated on the next videos, I would appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.